Hello?
Is this Dez?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, it's Tig from WPDH in Poughkeepsie. How are you, man?
Good. What's going on, dog?
Well, we're looking forward to the show. Cold Chamber, man, back in Poughkeepsie this coming Wednesday, August 12th. You played the Chance before, right, Dez?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just a good time. I mean, and we're on this run right now, and the shows have been killer. And this is probably the end run off of Rivals for a very long time. I don't even know when Cold Chamber's even going to be back in the area. It might be years and years. So that's what we're telling everybody is come on out,
No, it's a great tour package, man. How'd you hook up with Fear Factory and Josta for this? I mean, great lineup.
Well, I mean, I've known those cats forever, man. I mean, we've all been in the industry a very long time. So we knew when we wanted to put something together, we wanted to put something together really cool and special. So, that being said, man, we called them up. Everybody was free, and it happened to work out.
It's awesome, man. This coming Wednesday, the Chance are speaking with Dez from Cold Chamber. I got to ask you, Dez, there was a story that Frank, the owner of the Chance, had told, and tell me if this is true. Going back years ago, you had a sold-out show at the Chance scheduled, and line wrapped around the building. Everybody's waiting to get in, and Frank gets a call from the road manager saying, the band just got in a fight. They're not going to be able to play. The band's breaking up. Is this true?
I don't remember anything like that at the Chance. I mean, we did have one of those, and that was the one that, that was it. I mean, I was, 4 hours later, I was 33,000 feet in the air flying. I mean, that was it. But I don't remember it at the Chance. No,
okay.
I don't remember that happening there.
All right.
And let me tell you, there's no repeats of that.
No, everybody's getting along, right? Everybody's getting along?
Man, we couldn't be having a better time when we just all had breakfast together. So it's a really cool thing when people can mend their differences. And I think something that should teach people, that if you've got somebody that you don't get along with or you had a falling out with years ago, I mean, special things can happen, when people come back together and bury their differences and especially come back together to do music. So we've been having a good time.
That's great. Great to see you back, of course. And you're talking about Rivals. That's the latest album. You're on Napalm Records. How's the label been good to you after spending all those years on Roadrunner Records?
Well, they're incredible label. I love dealing with them, and I'm pointing everybody in their direction. So every musician that talks to me, I immediately point them in their direction.
Awesome. Tour's been going well, you said, huh?
Yeah, it's been going killer, man. Crowds have been incredible. We just played heavy MTL yesterday, a huge festival for like 20,000, 30,000 people. And it's really interesting, you're gone 13 years and you come out and you do these songs and the whole crowd is singing them.
That's great.
So, I said it after like the third song. I said, look, we either did something really special back in the day or you people have a long memory.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little bit of both. So.
Well, let's talk about back in the day real quick. Of course, you had the collaboration with Ozzy where you did the Peter Gabriel cover. How did that all come about? And what was it like working with Ozzy?
Well, we were managed by Sharon Osbourne very early on in our career. I had met her at one of the first Ozfests. We sat down and we had like a 4-hour conversation, and we ended up getting managed by her. So that came along by just us hanging out at the house with the kids and with Ozzy and everybody else. And he's a Peter Gabriel fan. So when I found that out, we knew we wanted to do something along that ilk and along those lines. And let me tell you, man, over 20 years, man, I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of artists on collaborations. And it's always interesting and it's always a good time. It's like you can kind of come out of your box a little bit and do something different. So it's always very interesting.
Let me ask you, how was it working with Sharon? I mean, is she really a nightmare, like a lot of people say, to work with, or did you have a decent experience with her?
I had a great experience with her, but then again, I enjoy strong women. I have 4 sisters and a mother who, raised me predominantly alone for the first, 10 to 12 years. So I enjoy strong women. So, when people say, oh, she's a nightmare, it's like, well, because she stands up for herself like a man will, and she'll put her fist in your face. So I enjoy that. I enjoyed working with her. I had a great time working with that family, and it's good to see all of them happy, healthy, and doing their thing. And anytime you can come out and work with another artist, it's always a good time. I mean, and I've had the pleasure to work with, I could just sit here all day and name drop, but I've had the pleasure to work with a lot of different people, and it's always a good time.
That's awesome, Dez. And, of course, you played the inaugural Ozfest. What was that like, the very first one back in '96?
Well, we kind of felt at that point that something was definitely going to happen with this festival.
Yeah.
And it did, and it came out and it blew up. And, I think in the realm of things, I think if Ozfest came back now, I think it would be twice as big as it was before. I really do think that the scene needs it extremely bad at this point, especially after the fallout that happened with the whole Mayhem debacle and,
Yep.
people talking about heavy music and this and that. I mean, it just that was a sad state of affairs. So I would love to see the Ozfest come back for sure.
Well, the show is coming up this Wednesday. Of course, Cold Chamber with Fear Factory, Josta, with Jamie Josta from Hatebreed. You also got another band, St. Ridley and Mad Life. Great package. And like you said, this might be the last time you guys come by the area for a long time.
Absolutely, because I'm heading in September, October, November to record New Devil Driver, and that's going to be coming out 2016, and then I've got years to run with that. So, it is what it is. But we've had a great time touring the world. We've taken it around everywhere. The shows have been incredible. So come out, come check it out, come have a good time with us. The vibes are just off the chain.
Awesome. And everybody, of course, check out Devil Driver, another killer band that you're a part of. So that's cool.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that. We'll be on our we'll be on our 7th record, and we're looking forward to get out and touring with that band as well.
Awesome. Good luck with that, and best of luck with the latest album from Cold Chamber. It's called Rivals. It's on Napalm Records. We will see you this Wednesday night, Dez. Chance in Poughkeepsie for the big show. Looking forward to it. Thanks for checking in with us today, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. Take care, bro.